Hello, my art lovers. I am Luc Angrand. Today, I have an interview with Mr. Jacques Leegenhoek. It has started. So I'm not looking at you, I'm looking over there.
Do what you want. In fact, I do what I want. We can be seen well here. All right? And besides, I forgot my grandpa at home for the interview, for the questions you wanted to ask me. That's it. There you go. So, hello, Jacques? Jacques.
Hello, Jacques.
Very well. So you come from a family of art dealers.
Yes, that's true. My father was a restorer of paintings and a dealer.
Okay, and it is his generation that started this profession.
So, a restorer, no, that goes back much further, to the 10th century even. No, it was in Belgium, in Bruges, in Belgium.
Yes, you truly come from an old lineage of hard-working people.
True, it's true. 2001, and my father was also a restorer. He had the shelter of his father, and his father had the shelter of his grandfather. It goes back to V.
1860 or something like that. It's impressive.
Yes, all right. So here we are. I am also in the mix, but I chose the profession of expert and dealer instead.
As an expert and dealer, so never just restoration. No, but I have a sister who is a restorer. All right, so it continues. It's like in families of artisans, circus people. These are dynasties. That's true. It's very interesting. And you do appraisals. But do you do them here, in your place? Or do you prefer to go to the clients?
In fact, I have mostly stopped being an expert now. I was an expert for several years at Sotheby's, but now I have stopped and I no longer do expertise, or if I do, free, and occasionally I give my opinion on demand, but I'm not looking for it. I'm not seeking to provide expertise. It's when people come to see me that it really happens.
Well, all right. You did well to mention Sotheby's because, believe it or not, it was a question that was planned. Thanks to you, I will be able to ask it. So you worked 10 years with Sotheby's, 14 years.
Did you do London to Brussels 6012? Yes. You correctly informed 6012 at 4:20, 6 Paris. And then another city as well, London. I started in London and ended up in Paris. I have been to New York, Amsterdam, Brussels.
For you, it may not have been very impressive to work at Sotheby's, since you were already from such a lineage. I knew nothing when I joined Sotheby's. Of course, I was young. I think it was a great reference. Sotheby's is a very big house. I learned a lot there. And how could someone who does not come from old families in the art field enter such a prestigious house like that?
So it is necessary. I think in my time it was quite easy. Well, easy if you had good connections, you could get in. 1,000. Let's say it like that for an internship, etc. Now I think you need to go through some. You already need to have qualifications in art history. And then there is what they call a training scheme, which is a course they offer in London for young people. And at the end of this course, one can try 2009 and possibly get a job. It really is a degree. It's more of a craft than it used to be. I think that if I had wanted to enter now, since I wasn't even in the art world, I had studied law, so I didn't have a degree in art history. I don't think I would have been able to get in. But at that time, I am talking about the early 60s, and the firm was led by Peter Wilson, and it was someone that my father actually knew, and I think that's what allowed me to get my foot in the door at school.
It had a bit of a craftsman feel. Everyone knew each other. But now do you think that someone with your profile is likely to find a position? No. All right. Unfortunately, yes. It's a bit surprising, actually. It's definitely harder now. Maybe because it's more business-oriented. Finance. Yes. I think they have more applications now, too. When I joined, there were applications. I wasn't the...
The boss's will prevailed? All right.
I see. It's family-oriented.
Since my father knew Wilson, I think that helped. Later, when I started, I began as a porter. Nothing at all at the bottom of the ladder. It was the spirit of craftsmanship. I had started from scratch, all the way at the bottom, in a basement, putting hooks in a painting behind it so that I could hang it on the wall. All right? And little by little, I climbed the ranks. There you go. All right? And now you are looking at a good memory. Very good. Very, very good.
There you go. Let's go. So, Jacques, you have opened a gallery.
Is this your first gallery? Then I opened my gallery here in 2014. So it's been quite some time already. But between 2006 and 2014, I was at another place on Saint-Germain Boulevard with a partner named Jean-Claude Serres, and we worked together during those years. And then I opened my gallery here.
All right? And your clients, when they buy works, are they generally people who specialize and like to collect just one thing, two things? Or are they not very eclectic? Or are they rather eclectic?
Let's say that they are mainly collectors of old paintings, because the paintings I sell are quite particular. So old paintings, and I would even say collectible paintings, that is to say people who are interested in history and the 17th century and who generally know quite a bit about the works of the artists. A priori, I do not sell paintings to people who do not already have an interest in old paintings. All right? So I also have museums that buy from me. Yes, there you go. French collectors, foreign collectors, all right, but they are generally cultured people.
Cultured people, all right. And are you really focused on that niche now?
Yes. People who know the artists I present or have heard of them, so it's not unknown.
How should a young person who would like to buy and may not have many resources go about starting to become a collector?
I think that to become a collector, unfortunately, you need a bit of financial means. But otherwise, one must educate oneself by going to museums, seeing exhibitions to train one's eye and taste, and that's it. And from there, one can buy according to their means, but one must work, if I may say so. A collection is earned. It is created through study. In my field, at least, I think this applies to contemporary art as well, but more so to ancient art. Because there are so many painters and so much to know, one must seek advice or educate oneself in museums or auction houses. That's it. Or by attending exhibitions.
Very well. Do you have any upcoming events then?
Yes. We are going to participate in the FAB Biennial starting on November 21st at the Grand Palace, 2024.
Yes, all right. Well, my entire filming team will try.
Oh yes, definitely. It will be a great event. With the return to the Grand Palace, we expect a lot of people, thousands. We hope to have a lot of success.
Very clear. Well, thank you, Jacques.
Thank you.